This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Body of 37-year-old man found at police station weeks after sister's death. The body of a 37-year-old man was found on the Elletson Road police station compound in Kingston on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as Devon Smith. Reports are that the man is a brother of a woman who was killed by gunmen on Johns Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, in late April while she and others were returning from a funeral. Sources claimed the body was found hanging from an area close to the station building on the compound. The full details of exactly where on the station compound the body was found are still unclear. Sources also claimed that Smith was released from prison just 2 days before, on Friday, May 28. It is unclear why he visited the police station. Sources have also indicated the sister of Smith was shot and killed by men who carried out an attack on a bus that was loaded with persons coming from a funeral. The police said 2 women were killed in that attack and 5 others, including a 2-year-old child, were injured. The deceased were identified as 28-year-old Onika Carter of Georges Lane, Kingston, and Tracian Sr. of Parade Gardens in central Kingston. According to the police, 7 persons were among mourners who attended the funeral of a man identified as Troy Terrelong of Meadowrest Memorial Gardens outside Spanish Town in St. Catherine. Further reports are that passengers were seated on a coaster bus when gunmen opened fire, hitting 7 persons. They were transported to the hospital where the 2 women died. In a radio interview after the incident, head of the police's corporate communications unit, Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, cited that the gun attack was believed to have been a retaliation to the killing of Terrelong, who was murdered in January. Lindsay said the police were of the view that the shooting incident represented some kind of reprisal or some kind of sending of a violent message. Further investigations are ongoing into the incident. Former NCB manager imprisoned for 7.5 years in embezzlement case. The former senior manager at the National Commercial Bank, who admitted to swindling $34 million from the financial institution, was this morning sentenced to a total of 7 years and 6 months in prison. Andrea Gordon, 52, was sentenced to 5 years and 4 months on 3 counts of larceny as a servant, 2 years and 11 months on 3 counts of access with intent to commit an offense, and 7 years and 6 months on 7 counts of engaging in a transaction involving criminal property. Her fate was decided by Justice Lorna Shelley Williams in the Home Circuit Court, who ruled that her sentences are to run concurrently. The mother of 2 appeared remorseful and ashamed as she sat in the prisoner's dock. The once highly respected bank manager previously pleaded guilty in April and was remanded. The court heard that Gordon's criminal behavior was discovered in June 2020 after the bank received intelligence that she had been conducting fraudulent transactions. Based on subsequent investigations, it was discovered that she transferred money from the bank's internal system to her personal accounts and also to her family members, as well as accounts belonging to customers. Gordon had used the funds to purchase items including clothing, handbags, and to fund construction work on her Coolwater Havendale premises in St. Andrew. However, when confronted about the embezzlement, Gordon told investigators that she took the money to assist a relative who had cancer and also because she was going through financial difficulties after she started building her home in 2007. The court had previously heard that NCB had linked $111 million in suspicious transactions to Gordon. However, the indictment on which she was sentenced only accounted for $34 million over the period 2017 to 2020. Gordon, who worked at NCB's Atrium headquarters, was employed to the bank for 30 years and at the time of the offense was earning $11.1 million per year. Attorney at law Vincent Wellesley represented Gordon. In the meantime, a July 9 date has been scheduled for a case management hearing pertaining to an application for a forfeiture and pecuniary penalty order that has been filed by the Financial Investigation Division. Accused in killing of St. Elizabeth farmer shot during attempted arrest. The man suspected of killing a St. Elizabeth farmer is now in hospital under police guard after he allegedly attacked a member of the police team who tried to arrest him. The police said that the accused was allegedly involved in a dispute with 41-year-old Steve Daly when he used a machete to chop him several times. Daly, who is of Windsor District in the parish, was assisted to the hospital by community members who contacted the police. The police reportedly located the suspect in bushes. However, the lawman said he pointed a firearm at them and was shot. A homemade handgun with one 12-gauge cartridge was seized during the incident. Lawman said the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, is investigating the incident. Westmoreland man accused of raping minor at gunpoint. The Westmoreland police on Sunday charged a 39-year-old man of a Grange Hill address in the parish with several offenses stemming from the rape of a minor. According to the police, the accused, whose name has not been released, went into the girl's bedroom about 10 p.m. on Thursday, May 20, and raped her at gunpoint. The matter was reported to the police, who carried out a targeted raid on Monday, May 24. He was then pointed out in an identification parade on Thursday, May 27, and was subsequently charged with illegal possession of firearm, burglary, rape, assault at common law, 3 counts of grievous sexual assault, and buggery. Teen trades stolen MacBook for iPhone. A 15-year-old boy has been charged with housebreaking and larceny after reportedly stealing a laptop and trading it for an iPhone in Back Hampstead, Runaway Bay in St. Anne earlier this month. According to the police, about 10 a.m. on Wednesday, May 19, the complainant reported to the police that his MacBook Pro laptop, valued at approximately 300,000 Jamaican dollars, was stolen from his house. The minor was taken into custody following an investigation where he reportedly confessed to the crime during an interview. Lawmen said the teen later led them to St. James Avenue in Ochorea, St. Anne, where he reportedly traded a computer for an iPhone. His court date is not yet finalized. Grade 9 Achievement Test cancelled. The Ministry of Education is reporting that this year's sitting of the Grade 9 Achievement Test, GNAT, has been cancelled. The ministry says registered students will be placed in schools that are in proximity to their home addresses and are attending school consistent with the approach used in June 2020. This follows Friday's announcement of the postponement of the 2021 sitting of the Primary Exit Profile PEP Grades 4 and 5 assessments. The Grade 4 and 5 performance task exams have been pushed back to the latter half of the Christmas term of the upcoming 2021-2022 academic year, which begins in September. The ministry had explained that the decision was taken after a series of consultations with key stakeholders and consultant psychometricians. Based on this decision, the ministry today indicated that schools that have been approved by the Ministry of Health and Wellness as COVID-19 compliant should ensure that all grades 4 and 5 students are scheduled to face-to-face instruction in preparation for their examinations. 90 new COVID-19 cases, 3 more deaths. Jamaica's COVID-19 death tally has moved up to 948 following 3 more fatalities. The deaths recorded on Sunday are that of a 92-year-old woman from St. Mary, a 62-year-old woman from Kingston and St. Andrew, and a 76-year-old man from Portland. Meanwhile, there were 90 new cases with ages ranging from 9 days to 98 years, pushing the total to 48,557, with 21,939 being active. Of the new cases, 39 are men and 51 are women. Manchester dominates the new cases, with 14 being recorded, followed by St. James with 12, and then Westmoreland with 10. A total of 1,318 tests were conducted. The country's positivity rate stands at 13.3%. In the meantime, there were 244 more recoveries, increasing the total to 25,298. Some 160 persons are in hospital, with 41 being moderately ill and 11 critically ill. No one is in government quarantine, while 30,037 are at home. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.